Mailbag time. Now, I've got this bag here with lots of parcels inside it. As you can see, it's kind of ripped open, so I'm hoping it's all there. Nah. That package there. Okay, only 2 things in that bag. Hopefully that's all that was in it when it got sent. So I've got some more things out. I've got a few packages here, so I'm going to go through those first. We'll do the big ones afterwards. Don't give you links down below to things I feature, if I give you links for them. So if there's anything you see which you like, check those links out in the description. Nothing too exciting here. 1 meter long something. Yeah, USB-C to lightning cables, 1 meter long. A couple of those. I didn't have any USB-C to lightning cables, so I thought I'd get a couple because I'm sure they'll be useful for something one day, eventually. So let's see one my wife, who's going, what's this?
Why do I want this?
Because you've got a computer now which has got a USB-C port.
I've also got a computer that has a USB-A port.
Well fine, give it back if you don't want it. That's why I bought them.
The C one is the power cord.
Anyway, okay, well, no, whatever. She might not want it.
She always wants it.
I'm talking about the power cable. That's it. Right. I might have got carried away. No, I won't say that. I didn't get carried away. I thought we'd explore opportunities for availability. Is that a better spin? I don't know. This is a clip for sunglasses. There you go, it goes that way. You pull it open. So you put this on your sun visor and you can put your sunglasses in it and hold them on. So it's actually sprung, so you have to put it open to do it. So I don't know how good these ones are. I've had some other ones and they were quite good. I've had them for years. I need another one. They don't last forever. But I thought I'd try this type. I don't know if these are any good or not. They might be better, might be worse. I don't know what this bit here is supposed to do. Is that like an alternative version? Drop it into there, maybe? Maybe. But you got the foam one there too. But yeah, anyway. 2 of them, because you know, you always need a spare. Double bagged for our pleasure. Oh no, triple bagged. It's triple bagged. Okay, I remember now. Let's get one of these ones out, I'll show you. They're basically the same thing, just different versions. I saw this on someone else's channel. They do CB radio modifications and they do some quite interesting things. And, you know, very unique. I've forgotten what his channel's called now. Maybe I'll link it down below or something when I remember. He's using these modules here to do CB radio conversions. So it's software-defined radio kind of thing, really. You can do different frequencies out of these things. They've got multiple outputs. And so you can provide more than one frequency inside the radio. So if you want to do a VCO frequency or you want to do an IF frequency, you can generate with this thing and do conversions with this. So he's used these boards, or a variant of them, might be this exact one, I'm not sure, to do conversions. So obviously these are I2C or something conversion. I think so, yeah, you got SDA there. SCO SDA, so I2C. And they also use a microcontroller to set the things up and use them. I know almost nothing about them, but I see them used. I thought that would be an interesting thing to have as a potential thing to use. So 8 kHz to 160 MHz. Now one thing these do have, that's a crystal. Right, standard crystal, 25 MHz crystal. So crystals are okay, but you can get things like, you know, they're a bit offset. It may not be exactly the right frequency. I mean, I think you can trim it in this thing. Actually, you can actually trim the values to adjust it and compensate for it a little bit. And also you get temperature variations as well with crystals. You know, as the temperatures change, the frequencies will change. They oscillate differently depending on the temperature. So you can actually get TCXOs for this footprint as well, for that size. So you can actually replace it with TCXO instead of just plain crystal, which gives it better stability. You may still need to trim it, but it should be closer than a standard cheap crystal. I've got these ones, and I've got this style here, which has got the SMA connectors on it instead. So we've got SMA versions and the plain boards, which has got a header instead. The same boards for both, but this one comes with headers, this one doesn't. Is it any good? I don't know. Am I ever actually going to use them in doing any CB radio conversions? Who knows. I do get asked to do CB work from time to time. Usually I say no, because I just don't have the time anymore. mean, I used to do a lot of CB work years ago, but these days I just don't have the time. YouTube is what I do now. Yeah, so that's what that is. Next thing. Simplicity for life. Oh, awesome. You'll need a bit of that. A lot of packaging just for that. It's another version of these sunglass clip things. This one's got foam in it. I'm not sure if that's open cell foam, maybe. Don't think it's closed cell. But this one's got a little button to release it, which is more like what I had before. Not exactly the same, but similar, functionality wise anyway. But yeah, again, it's just a sunglass holder. I wasn't quite sure which style I was going to like. I didn't know if these were going to be any good or not. I don't know if this one's going to be any good or not. I don't know. But yeah, just because I've got a car with sunglasses, and you need to wear sunglasses over here. It's very bright. I have to keep them in the case because I don't have a sunglass holder. I've been meaning to get one for ages, and I keep forgetting. Literally, I've been thinking about it for months, and I keep forgetting, and I finally got around to it. I thought, right, I'm going to get a few of them, different ones, and see which one works the best for me. I don't know. Yeah, not exciting, is it? It's just a sunglasses holder. Why all this packaging though? This is ridiculous. The cat can have it. She doesn't want it. I don't know what's in this thing. Oh, okay. There's a box for the cat. No, the cat's disappeared. It's a FNIRSI thing. Intelligent Tweezers 2 LCR-ST2. I don't remember if I talked to them about this or not. If I did talk to them about it a while ago. I think, yeah, actually, yeah, I think I did. Yeah, I think I did talk to them about this, and it was a while ago. I think it's like a new product. I believe it is. I could be wrong. So I'm going to have to do a review on this, aren't I? Okay, still my instructions and stuff. There's the tweezer. Let's get it back, so have a quick look. We're doing a proper review video on this thing, so watch out for that in the near future. I'm not quite sure how near, but we'll see. Okay, it's got a, is that a magnet? There's a magnet on the back, so you can hang it up. Cut the buttons there, okay. Tweezer's got these screws that hold the tips in. There's a bit of slop in those, not much, a little bit. Probably if I tweak those positions it might be slightly better. Yeah, it's better. Okay, well I'll be doing a review on that, so watch out for that coming up. Maybe once I've had a play around with them, I might have a play around with them first and suss them out. Just to make a change. I've torn the box now. So thanks for FNIRSI. Obviously that isn't a cost to me. Let's see what's on this thing. Now I'm going to have to use a real knife on this because of the way it's all taped up. My normal one won't get through it. Network switch apparently. Right, I remember now. Yep, okay. It's got a power adapter in there, it's got the right plug. It's amazing. It's even got the right plug, as in it's got insulated pins on it, like the current standards. Nice, not some Chinese plug. That's actually a sign of quality. Here it is. 8-port managed switch. It's got 2.5 gig. All these are all 2.5 GBE. And that's 10 gig, 10 GBE, 10 gig, whatever you want to call it. And this is also PoE. So if you've got PoE devices, you can put them on these ports and you can have a 10 gig network or trunk, because this is a managed switch, you can do VLANs on it. So this is the sort of thing you'd use if you're doing security cameras. So you plug your security cameras into this, you can put them on the VLAN, and they'll be PoE powered as well, all from one device. If having multiple switches, you know, you can have a switch which is VLAN, and then you're running PoE devices off that, or you know, you daisy chain sort of thing. But this can do both. And dumb web switch as well. Dumb and web. So if you want a dumb switch without anything smart on it, you can turn it off. or if you want managed, you can do that and do the VLAN sort of thing. So I'm not an expert on these things. I've just been playing around them, especially the VLANs, very recently. I know very little about them. I've been doing a lot of research. Still struggling to get stuff set up, but you know, this is part of the things I need to do, is put this in another building, and I've got a 10 gig cable going out there. Well, at least this end of it's 10 gig. If it ends up being 10 gig at the other end, I don't know, because it's only a Cat 5e cable. Yeah, I don't know if it will actually manage 10 gig. It might only get 5 or 2.5 or something, but anything's going to be better than 1 gig. So we'll see how we go with that. But yeah, I don't know. It looks like it's decent. I'm pretty happy with that. It looks like it's reasonable quality. Now, the more cynical people maybe say, "Oh, it's a Chinese thing. You can't trust it because it's, you know, it's on the internet and stuff. It's Chinese device. It's probably got some kind of dodgy firmware." I don't care. I want a firewall. This can't talk to the internet unless I want it to. So, what do I care?